Better watch out with this zombie deck profile, because it's going to be a thriller. So with this zombie deck profile, I used to have it before with guard dragons, but now with guard dragons being hit, especially with the new October ban list, I just trying to keep it pure, especially now with the new zombie cards like the Ballardrog and the YugiBOOM and the Banshee. You want to center it around Zombie World because you want to get Zombie World as fast as possible on the field. And just start doing some shenanigans. I combine it with dangers because dangers give you free special summons and free draws if you're able to resolve their effects. So yeah, I just put it together, and it's just more of a fun casual deck to play. Yeah, let's see what we got in store. So obviously with the zombie deck profile, you want to play the main zombie, and his name is Unizombie. It's the best card in the deck, honestly. You get to send from your deck, send the Mizukis or whatever you need to send. Or even from hand, you can discard something from your hand and just get its effect off. And yeah, just Unizombie is just really solid. And then obviously to get to your Unizombie as fast as possible, we're going to play 3 Solitaire. With this version, I do have some Lightstorms in deck because I want to mill as much as possible, get those Mizukis in the grave, get some targets in the grave for like Mizuki and stuff like that, and yeah, so that's why Solitaire is just here, just to get like the Unizombie out as fast as possible, and then just use it as fodder for like sometimes if your play isn't optimal, you can at least go into an Omega because Omega is still annoying to this day, and yeah, and then 3 Gozuki as well. Sometimes you want to see this in your hand, and sometimes not, because you can send a zombie from your deck to the grave, and usually you want to send Mizuki. So this is kind of more like if you're like on your second turn, if if you have all the zombie stuff going on, you want to see this card in your hand, and he's really good too. And then obviously 3 Mizuki. This card is broken. It's not once per turn, and especially once you get zombie rolled out, you can just start summoning whatever you want, really. So yeah, just Mizuki's just really broken. And then for the new zombie cards, we're going to play 2 Banshee. So we play this card because you want to get to your zombie world as fast as possible. You can use it as discard fodder for your Unizombie, so that makes it even more broken because that way you can just get it to your grave and just banish it and just activate a zombie world. So yeah, she's just really good just to get that zombie world out as fast as possible. And then we also play 2 Doom King. This card is really broken because you could just negate anything, especially once you get zombie world out. You can like target your opponent's monsters with his effect. I mean, not target, but I mean at least use it on your opponent's monsters, and then that way you can negate their effects or banish the monster. So yeah, just Doom King is just really broken, and yeah, that's why I run 2. Don't want to see in your hand though. That sucks sometimes. And then 1 YugiBOOM. YugiBOOM is just there, especially if you have the zombie world out. You can banish it. You can get a Doom King straight from the deck. He's also a tuner, so why not? Alright, now for the danger stuff. So, with the dangers, I didn't put in no Nessie because it's a level 7, and, usually your only tuners are, I mean, you could use Globe Bloom, or I also have Globe Bulb in the deck for this deck profile. So you can make it 8 pretty easy with that, but I didn't want Nessie in the deck just because I was just trying to maximize on the levels. Especially, I only run the level 3s and the level 4s. So I played 2 Jackalope and 2 Tsuchinoko. Like I said, you usually want to use their effects. And also we run Dante in the extra deck, so in case you get both of these out, you could just go into Dante and mill. Like I said, just to get those zombie pieces in the grave, especially Mizuki. So yeah, that's why I run these. And also like with Unizombie out, you could target the Jackalope or the Tsuchinoko, increase its level by 4, and then you can use this other effect for Unizombie to target itself and then send a Mizuki, and then you can probably get a link out with like a level 8 Synchro. So that's why I have it in the deck as well as another target instead of Unizombie itself making it level 5, because a lot of the other monsters level 4, which just kind of mess up the levels for synchroing. So that's why I run those. And then for the level 4s, we run 2 Mothman and 2 Chupacabra. Mothman is pretty cool because sometimes if, let's say you don't get its effect to summon from the hand, but you use the effect to discard, or it gets discarded from its effect, you could at least draw 1 and discard 1. So that could help out sometimes too. Especially if you have like a Mizuki in your hand and you don't want it in your hand, you can get rid of it straight to the grave. And also they're just level 4 targets, so you could just make like a Minerva really easily, or you could just make just easy links just need that fodder, so that's why they're in here as well. All right, now for the Lightsworns. I played 3 Raiden. He's really good. Dump cards to the grave. He's a tuner as well, so it just makes it a lot easier to get into your Synchro plays, just level 4 guy, into your level 8 Synchros. So that's why he's in this deck. And then we do run 1 solar recharge in the deck, so that's why I played 3 Lila. Just because sometimes if you do have it in your hand, you can just discard it as fodder and draw 2 cards and mill 2 cards. So that's why she's in the deck, just so you can have something in your hand. And also with Charge Light Brigade, if you like end up milling a lot and you like mill like maybe all your Ravens or something, you still have a target to resolve it with. So that's why I have Lila in the deck. And then sometimes she can come in clutch if you need to destroy a spell and trap. So that's why she's in the deck as well. All right, and then now for like some other cards, I still play the Wyverbuster and the Collapse Serpent, just because they're free special summons, and they could, especially if you synchro, you could when you synchro them away, you can get the other one from the deck. So that's why they're still in here. They're just like extenders for the deck, and yeah, that's why they're in the deck. So yeah, it's just really good, especially when you're able to like, use them with their effects to see each other from the deck. It helps out. And then for another card, Globe Bulb. This card's broken in this deck because you can just mill whatever and summon it. And sometimes when you mill that Mizuki, it's like the best feeling in the world. And now for like some boss monsters in the deck, besides Doom King, of course. I do play 1 Linear and one BLS. BLS can still come in clutch. Sucks when you mill him, but when you do draw him or you get him, or you just when you draw into him, and sometimes it's like that, just like, and sometimes there's nothing else you can do. Just summoning him can change the game. And also 11 year as well. Now that we run the dangers, we have a lot more dark targets, so you can use that effect as well. And so we have lights because of Lightsworns and stuff. So to be able to summon them will be really easily. Now to the spells. So obviously we're gonna run 3 Zombie World. You want to see his card as much as possible. And then like I said, with the Banshee, it just makes it a lot easier. So that's why we're running 3. And it's a really good kind of like a floodgate, because sometimes depending on types, that's why it can be really good to stop your opponent. And now for the Lightsworn support, 3 Charge Light Brigade, mill 3, search 1. It's a really good card. Always want to see in your opening hand. And then 1 Solar Recharge. I don't want to run more because sometimes it can be a dead card. Once you resolve it once, you're like really good to go. So that's why it's just 1. If you see, you see it. If you don't, it's fine. And then for 1 Foolish Burial, just because you can send anything to the deck, anything from the deck to the grave. So Foolish Burial, of course. And then 1 Burial for Different Dimension. Sometimes I go back and forth with this card, and just how many I should run, because I really want to run 2, but once you resolve it once, you're like kind of good to go. Especially if you want to get your Mizukis back into the grave. You're just really good to go from there. So, I mean, you could run 2, especially if you don't want to, like in case you mill it. That's when it hurts the most. But yeah, but other than that, 1's good, because once you get it once, you're like really good to go. All right, and now onto the extra deck. So for the extra deck, play 1 Vampire Sucker. Sometimes, honestly, I think about running 2 of these, because especially if you get Zombie World out, you can kind of use anything to summon her. But 1 has been okay now. Like I said, just sometimes you just need those extra pointers down. So that's why, and she's really generic. So that's why with this deck, sometimes I think about running 2, but then sometimes you want to run those more powerhouse cards. So that's why I just run 1 of her. And yeah, she's just really good. 1 card I'm trying out is the Barricade Board Blocker. Just to protect your Zombie World, and also in case like if you do mill your Zombie World or it gets destroyed and stuff, you can at least get it back with his effect. And you discard a card, so sometimes why not? You just just discard whatever, right? So that's why I'm trying it out right now, and it's just an easy link too. So that's why I'm playing them, and yeah, just to get Zombie World back, pretty cool. Like I said, it's just Zombie World is a good like floodgate card. And then for other Link 2s, I still play the 1 Underclock Taker. I love Underclock Taker, like one of my favorite monsters. They say if you sometimes you don't need to swarm the field with a bunch of like Synchros or Links and stuff. So sometimes getting that 1 pointer down just helps out, because then you could summon whatever else under it, and then you can still use the effect to get over something. Especially if it's that late game, you want to do that just to end the game as fast as possible. And now I do run some Nightmares. 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn. All these are in here just to just get rid of stuff. We don't have inherently a lot of destruction in the deck. So Phoenix is there for popping spells and traps. Unicorn is there for in case you can't destroy something, but you could put it back in the deck. And Cerberus just there in case there's just that one monster you have to pop. He's there. And now on to some other links. I play one Trisbania. I'm just trying that out in the deck. Sometimes you don't want to go into the Link 2. Or you have Link 2s, but they're not strong enough. So that's why I like Trisbania in the deck. And also he's just there late game because then he can be kind of annoying. Especially if you need to destroy spell and traps and you just get some extra burn damage. He can be really good. So it's just something I'm trying out in the deck. Now for some Link 4s. One Borreload and one Borrelsword Dragon. Borrelsword is there if, let's say you have game. You can summon him and get him out there, attack for game. Or if it's that kind of state where you have to control the board a little bit more, Borreload's there. So, yeah. And now for some Xyzs, we have one Dante, one Minerva. They're just here just to mill and stuff like that. And Minerva, if you get her effect off, it's pretty cool. And then Dante, he's just a 25 beater for rank 3, so why not? And now for Synchros, we play one Cybers Quantum Dragon, one Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, an Omega, and a Savage Dragon. Obviously, if you don't have Savage Dragon, if you have no access to him, you can get another really good level 8 Synchro. But yeah, all the other ones, Omega is just good first turn if you have nothing else, because he can rip a card out of your opponent's hand. Scarlight, in case you can't target something, but you can destroy monsters on the field, he's good. And Quantum Dragon, he's really good when you have that link out, because then your opponent can only target him. So, yeah. But with this deck is really toolboxy, so you can really play with however you want it to play. Those are just some of the cards I like to use. Kind of see them in a lot of decks nowadays. But yeah, that is it for the deck profile, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think down in the comments below about the deck profile, what spicy text you like running in your zombie deck. Make sure you check out our TCG affiliate link down in the description below for any cards you need. If you have that itch to buy, certain cards, or let's say you do need a certain card, the link's there for you to support the channel directly without no cost to you. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.